So are you a creator struggling with storage for all your videos, photos, or designs? Let me break down the best external hard drives for beginners or professional creators and share my workflow and what I do to keep it as smooth as butter. And I'm also gonna have the links in the description of this video, so it's easy for you to just hop over and just buy all the drives, no stress at all. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so before I show you the hard drives, let me explain why hard drives are essential to your workflow and why you want to be using them. So for example, when you have large files from video editing, photography, or from your graphic designing, you're gonna need somewhere to process these files and have storage. For example, if you were doing video editing on software like Adobe Premiere Pro, or if you're doing it on Capcut, or if you're doing it on Final Cut Pro, you don't want to be using your laptop to edit all that footage. The reason you don't want to use your laptop ideally to be editing all that footage is it's going to be eating a lot of your laptop storage, and especially if you don't have a laptop that has a lot of storage, it's not going to be ideal in the long run. And this is why, like, if you're editing and you had all of that footage being edited on an external hard drive, this is going to be way easier because everything's going to be going and processing onto that, and your laptop is going to be clean and smooth, and you know what I'm trying to say. And if it was photography as well, if you have all the photos from when you're taking, when you're out shooting, or if graphic design, if you're into designing logos and different types of stuff like that, you don't want to be eventually in the long term storing everything on your laptop. It's good to have an external hard drive where you can dump everything there and you don't have to worry about it, and then you can just label them and you know which is for which, stuff like that. Also, another thing is hard drives are very, very good for when it comes to fast, if you want to have fast, reliable storage and you want to not have your workflow being slowing down, hard drives comes in clutch as well for that. And then it also comes in clutch for like backups and security. So like if you want to make sure you have enough security, hard drives kind of act as like a safety net for that. Alright, so let me quickly explain how this whole external hard drive shit works. So basically you've got two types of hard drives. You've got portable HDDs and you've got SSDs. HDDs are basically like hard drive disks, and basically HDDs are like, they have larger capacity, they're more budget friendly, and they have slower speeds. That's the only thing about HDDs compared to SSDs. SSDs are solid state drives. Solid state drives, all that basically means is faster, it's more durable, but the only thing is it's a bit more pricey. So when it comes to deciding which one you want to go with, whether you want to go with HDDs, SSDs, these are the only really things that you want to be keeping in mind. So now I'm gonna quickly show you the hard drive I use so you can get an example. Alright, so this is the Lacy Rugged hard drives. So the Lacy Rugged hard drives are the ones I actually use for my workflow, and this is what I've been using since I started all of this creative journey. And if you ask me, Lacy hard drives are very, very durable. And so first of all, Lacy hard drives, I believe these are SSD, solid state drives, and basically they're faster and they're more durable, like I was saying earlier, but they're a bit more pricier, but they will do you well. So when it comes to the Lacy Rugged, why I like it, so you can see on the Lacy Rugged, it's got this like orange like bumper on it, and basically the Lacy Rugged hard drives are like waterproof. So if you're editing on the go, if you're out on the go, you can use the Lacy Rugged hard drives because of the fact that like if you drop it, it's not gonna like damage. It's like, the rubber is kind of, think of the rubber like a protector. The rubber is protecting the drive and stuff like that, and if rain gets on it, your files are still gonna be calm. Nothing's gonna be like fucked up basically. And yeah, so we've also, the other reason, I just have some notes that I'm just looking at just to help me remember, but you've got the durability on the Lacy drive as well. The durability is very strong with the Lacy drive, and it's very portable. Like you can basically see with this Lacy drive, it's very easy to dump in your bag. There's different sizes. You can see there's a difference. The reason why one is bigger than the other is because of the terabytes that you buy with it. And terabytes is basically just storage, the amount of storage you buy. Like, if you have more storage, it might look a bit heavier, less storage, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, so other than these hard drives, other hard drive SSD hard drives that I recommend is the Samsung T7. On this video I'll just put up like the pictures of it, so you can also cop those ones as well. So the ones I recommend are the Samsung T7 or the SanDisk Extreme type of hard drives. and these ones are what I use for faster edits, and it just runs everything smoothly. Like, I've just been using this since I started and I haven't had any issues with it. So if you're just watching this video and you don't want to waste time, this is what you need to just cop, in my opinion. Lacy hard drives. There's different types of size storage you can buy. I recommend that you get a storage size from anywhere 1 terabytes and higher, and then keep going up depending on how your budget is, because the more storage you have, the better. You don't want to have to like run out of storage and buy another drive again. So from the ones I showed you here, I believe one of these, the first one I got was the cheaper one. I think it was 1 terabyte, and then I got a 4 terabyte one, which I've been mainly using. And 1 terabyte I just kind of use for YouTube videos and smaller projects like that. But this one I've been using for all my video editing. When I'm editing stuff, I use this one most of the time. And yeah, so that's kind of my workflow of how I use that. So let's move on. So if you remember, I was telling you about the other type, which is the portable HDDs. The difference is the portable HDDs normally you're able to get a lot of storage for way cheaper when it comes to the portable HDDs. But the only thing, in my opinion, is they're a bit slower, and you know, like, I don't know, I just feel like they're not as good as solid state drives. But it's all preference, depending on what you want. If you want to get a HDD, the one I recommend is the Western Digital MyBook for mass storage. If you have so much stuff that you need to just dump on, and like maybe you're not going to be touching that content for a while, or that footage for a while, or whatever it is, whether graphic design, not going to be touching that for a while, then you can dump all of these on like a Western Digital, and they sell like loads of gigabytes and terabytes. So you can just grab one of those and then you can copy. The Western Digital MyBook is the one I recommend. I'm gonna drop a little link in the video for you so you can cop that as well. And if you need it for that purpose, you can use it. But if you're gonna be using it often and you're gonna be doing stuff with it, then I recommend the solid state drive, the Lacy Rugged, like I said before. And I'll have all the links for it to make your life easier. You don't have to worry about that. And yeah, so I'm gonna quickly show you some tips. I'm gonna put on the screen some tips of like how I organize the footage by the dates and the project name on the drive, so you can just have a quick like idea of how to actually do it. And yeah, last tip I just want to quickly mention is when it comes to the rugged Lacy hard drives, or when it comes to SSDs and HDDs in general, you want to be using them as well as backup footage. Like so basically, if you had a workflow you could have is you could have the HDD for basically like the mass dump storage, and you can have this as a backup drive. So anything that you have, let's say you have videos on your normal drive, you can dump them onto that backup drive, and you can just park that away. And so that way, that's like your stationary drive you can leave at home, and then these ones are the ones you can just be rocking with on the go, if that makes sense. Like, and yeah, so let's move on. So lastly, I just want to quickly touch up on some important tips that you don't want to forget. So basically, speed matters. So you know, you want to be looking for the drives that has USB-C or Thunderbolt connections for faster transfers. All that means is basically when you're taking all the photos or the videos or whatever from your whatever it is, your camera or whatever, when you have a very fast drive, it's going to be very quicker to have transfers, and it's going to be very quicker to edit with and all that type of stuff. So look for USB-C or Thunderbolt connections when you're looking for the drives, and start with a drive, like I said before, for capacity. Start with a drive with at least 1 terabyte or more, depending on your needs. And then for backup strategy, always have multiple copies. You know, you can also use cloud storage as an extra layer. Cloud storage like Google Drive. So you know, you have stuff on your hard drives, and you also have it on your cloud storage, whether that is like Dropbox, Google Drive, whatever cloud storage software you use. Also, they're very helpful as well in that sense. So yeah, just to end this video, basically, like, you know, whether you're like, you know, you're editing on the go, or you know, you need long-term storage solution, there's a drive out there for you. But these are the ones I recommend. So Lacy has been a very good brand. It's a little bit pricier, but you're not going to be paying again to get another drive again. It's going to last you for very long. And yeah, so like I said earlier in the video, I'm going to have all the affiliate links to all these drives in the description. So if you're creative or whatever, you can just go cop the drives, get started immediately, and yeah, your life is way easier that way. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, you know, drop a like, drop a subscribe, and comment in the description if you have any comments, if you have any questions about storage that I didn't fully explain in this video. And yeah, I'm trying to make way more content for you guys, but I've just had Cully at the moment. But there's gonna be loads more sick content coming, so make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. And yeah, that's everything, guys, and I'll talk to you in a bit. Peace.
Thank you for